let's head out to Shelter Island. That's where Heather Ford is hanging out this morning.
So she's live at Humphreys by the Bay to talk performers and plates, the two P's.
Yes, absolutely. If you've never been to a concert out here, it is absolutely beautiful. This venue is somewhere where you're going to want to check out a concert and maybe get a bite to eat with Chef Paul, who's joining us this morning. So, Chef, you get some really interesting requests from some of the performers that have been out here. Right now, we're going to talk about Greg Allman from the Allman Brothers, and he kind of has a southern feel. So, anything funny about him that he asks or requests before he plays?
No, not really. Pretty standard. He does take care of himself. He's a healthy eater. However, the dish I'm creating today is influenced by his upbringing in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a shrimp grits with sriracha honey, and it's served with tasso.
Tasso. So what is tasso? Sorry, I don't even know what that is.
Tasso is a cured smoked pork shoulder that's used in southern cooking. So we incorporate that into the white grits, and then we use the sriracha instead of Tabasco, because they use Tabasco in the South, but sriracha, because all the crazy people that want to get rid of sriracha in the LA area, I figured I'd use that dish.
Very West Coast of you. That stuff is popping over there. Now, shrimp and grits is pretty normal, so you're putting a little bit of flair on it. Now, do you ever get any of the performers out here who have something really interesting that they need to have before they go on stage, or is everyone just pretty health conscious?
No, we get some crazy requests.
What?
Like a big bowl of peeled shrimp or cocoa butter. One guest, I can't say who it was, a man or woman, wanted me to get a certain type of cocoa butter, so I had to go and get it.
Huh. Very, very interesting. So while we plate this up, I want people to know that all of the stuff that we're going to be making is actually on the menu. So you can go see a concert and then come see you. And you're basically making all these dishes that represent the performers that are going to be out here for the concert series at Humphreys.
Yes, this menu is a $33 menu, and it celebrates the 33rd anniversary of Humphreys concerts here on the Bay.
Anyone out here that you've seen that's been your favorite so far?
I really like Tower of Power. Stevie Wonder was incredible. Hall & Oates was really, really good. And upcoming, the Pixies. I love the Pixies. And people don't realize that we add shows every week. So keep going to the Humphreys Concerts website and look at the new shows coming on. Sarah McLachlan.
Oh, very special. We'll plate that up. That you can smell the sriracha coming off of that. Raul Martinez back in the studio. He's man, you like some spices, don't you, Raul?
Ooh,
He's
I
a
like
spicy guy.
Spicy. I'm not a huge grits fan, but that's making that look good.
Pour it.
Oh, my.
We're bringing the South to the West Coast over here this morning. Do you put those on top?
Absolutely.
Little garnish.
You want to help?
Voila.
Oh, my gosh, perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, I love those like
All
scallions.
right, guys.
Oh, I love scallions. Those scallions. Can you eat that for breakfast?
Yes, you can eat anything for breakfast.
Eat anything for breakfast. That was fantastic. That looks so good.
Thank you, Heather.
All right, Heather Ford hanging out in Shelter Island this morning. She is at Humphreys by the Bay to talk to performers and plates.
So if you haven't been out to Humphreys by the Bay for their concert series, it's all summer long. It ends in October every weekend. There's all kinds of music at one of the coolest venues in San Diego. But another sweet treat is that you can stop by and visit Chef Paul, and he has music-inspired meals. So this is really neat because the musicians probably ask you for a thing or two when they're in town.
A lot of different appetites out there on the tours.
So vegan, vegetarian, meat lovers, who are we making a meal for this morning?
This dish, which is part of our $33 menu because it's our 33rd season celebrating concerts here at Humphreys, is inspired by Michael McDonald and the Doobies. Michael McDonald, from the 70s and the 80s, steak and potatoes. I kind of made a twist on the potatoes. I made a Gruyere spinach souffle, but it still has the hearty filet mignon, and we have a nice mustard sauce, and it'll go with a nice big Cabernet because on that night, the high-end cabs just sell like crazy.
Wow, and I was going to say, after a really long concert, I bet you, after all that hard work, this is something that's definitely going to be on the menu afterwards, right, for a hungry singer.
Yes, this menu you can get during the whole concert season. It's only $33. You get the sriracha shrimp with the tasso grits. You're going to get the petite filet mignon with the spinach and Gruyere souffle, and then we're going to finish it off with the Big Mama chocolate chip pie.
And who does that one remind you of?
That one reminds me of, how do I say it to be nice? That dessert reminds me of all the people that love to come in for our savory and sweet desserts.
I thought his name was Boz, no?
Yes, absolutely, because Boz has a sweet tooth, and that was inspired by Boz Skaggs, Lido.
Oh, man, Boz. Hey, I have a sweet tooth, too, so it works. So what are you putting on top of that?
This is a mushroom sauce that's going to go over the petite filet mignon on a $33 menu.
And then what we were talking about, this is beautiful. What we're talking about too, as you mentioned this was made for Greg Allman, who comes and performs here, and you said it has a bit of a southern twist to it.
It has a southern twist to it because he was born in Nashville and they eat a lot of grits in Tabasco, but I spun it a little bit. I made the white grits and I used sriracha because of the controversy north of LA, so we're using sriracha and honey instead of Tabasco.
I love it. So much fun going on here. There's a staycation as well, so if people are coming to the concerts, they can also enjoy Humphreys this summer. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous out here.
Yes, absolutely. It's a great place to also have a party. You can rent this venue, and I can come and entertain you and make your food for 50 people to 2,000 people. Also, it's a wonderful staycation. I was evacuated for the fires, so my wife and my 2 daughters came here for 3 nights. It was incredible. A lot of people don't realize we have a gorgeous hotel and a pool where they can come and stay and enjoy the concert, Sunday brunch, or a nice dinner.
I love it, and probably as a chef, that's not something that you get to enjoy all the time because this is where you work. So
Exactly.
That's really awesome, and I'm glad you're okay and back to cooking and everything's good to go. This is a wonderful menu inspired by musicians that play right here at Humphreys. Come check it out. All the concerts and information is up on our website, fox5sandiego.com. All you have to do is click on the Scene On tab. For now, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.